All right, guys, I'm here. I'm back. Have no fear. The Crusader's here to give you guys the skinny about what's going down with the My Jewelers situation, with Kickoff not reporting, AIG, all those primary accounts that they don't seem to be reporting anymore. Don't worry. The Crusader's here to let you guys know what the real deal is, so you better stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back. And boy, we got the topic everybody's been talking about for the past week. And that's My Jewelers now is no longer reporting, which we all know that means that business is not going to be around anymore, because I don't think anybody bought that crappy costume jewelry. Everybody went there to get the primary, the $5,000 primary. All right, I'm going to tell you guys something about My Jewelers that, no one is talking about, but the Crusader's going to bring this shit up. My Jewelers, they charged, what was it, like $100 membership fee? Well, I have in my hand right here, this is something that cost, I think it was over $100 for me to buy this. It was supposed to be silver. Upon examination, I deemed this was probably worth about, I want to say, maybe 75 cents. This is some crap from China. What they were doing was they would have it, they'd give you a $5,000 limit, but then they would, even if you bought, spent the $5,000 and bought all the stuff that you could for $5,000 and didn't pay them back, they'd still make money off you because this stuff is worthless. I mean, My Jewelers has been around forever. I mean, for as long as I can remember, they've been around. I mean, this is back years and years ago, when it was like there weren't a bunch of YouTube channels talking about this stuff. It was just like a very, small, niche group of people knew how to actually build a credit profile. And I mean, they would use them. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's around the time when it got started. I want to say 2008. I may be wrong, but I think it was around that time. But anyways, here's the deal. My Jewelers is no longer posting. We all know this. And it's like, as far as I'm concerned, it was only a matter of time, because you got a ton of YouTubers out there telling people, oh, I know how to get a $5,000 primary. I know how to get a $5,000 primary. There must be 100 videos on YouTube with people saying, oh, My Jewelers, $5,000 primary. And it's like, that's what everybody hears. They just hear $5,000 primary. Ooh, yeah, I want it. But it's like, here's the deal. As far as My Jewelers is concerned, they give it to anybody. Their lending standards were pretty lax. I mean, we all know this, right? So everybody, every asshole and their brother went to My Jewelers to get a profile started, whether they got a credit sweep, had all the negative stuff taken off of their social security number, and then went over there to get a $5,000 primary, boom. I mean, it would be a new card, but still it would have that high limit. So then within a few months, they could go to another bank, and the other bank would look and see, oh, hey, he's got $5,000. All right, well, we'll start him out with $5,000 instead of like $500. So that's a lot of people were doing that. But I mean, I'm sure there's a powwow over at TransUnion, because over the years and years and years that people have been doing this, they notice trends, and they're seeing that a lot of the people that have these accounts, they're defaulting on their credit. The second they get something real, they default. I'm just being honest, guys. I mean, it's like, we all know this, but no one wants to talk about it. So it's like, they notice this, and they're like, all right, we got to put a stop to it. So I'm sure a lot of pressure was put on TransUnion to stop having My Jewelers, AIG Jewelers, Kickoff, those bullshit accounts to get them to stop reporting, because the other banks are the ones who actually have the money. They're the ones who are getting screwed. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. As far as I'm concerned, this really isn't going to affect me that much, because my system, the way it works, I don't use that stuff. I do it the way that it's more believable, I guess, as far as building a credit profile. Like someone who's starting out with credit, they're going to start out small. They're going to start with a secured card. That's what, it's just what it is. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to do that. I want it now. I want to get the money. I need this. I want $5,000. I don't want to spend $200 and get some secured card. What's that? I got to wait a year before No, I ain't going to wait. Well, guys, guess what? That you're going to have to wait now. It's just how it is. Be lucky that, the ability to build a credit profile still exists. So it's like, you know, the fast stuff is just, it's going bye-bye. And I mean, you know, some people are out there like, I can't believe this. Why would they do this? It's like, they don't want to get screwed. They don't want to take it in the brown. You know what I mean? They want to make money. They want people to spend money and then pay it back. I mean, I've been trying to tell you guys this for over a year. That's what they want. They want you using the card, paying it back, because that's how they make the most money. Banks don't lend money to be nice. Banks don't lend money because, you know, on a whim. They lend money because they want more money coming back. They want interest. They want fees. They want all that. You know, that's why they blast out all those offers. It's like, yeah, like, oh, hey, we're going to offer you. We're so nice. It's like, no. It's because they think they can make money off you. That's what they're looking for. Banks are looking to make money off people, and they're looking to find those people, and they're looking to stay the hell away from people who they're going to lose money with. I mean, that's just how it is. So with that being said, a lot of you guys are like, well, what do I do now? Well, I'll tell you. I've been telling you guys this for over a year. I made a credit profile build out of step-by-step how to start a credit profile from nothing all the way to getting big high-limit cards, houses, cars, and all that good stuff. See, the only problem is a lot of people get turned off because it takes 2 years. Oh God, 2 years? I need this money now. Ugh. It's like, hey, you know what? Well then, you know, you can always try rolling up into a bank looking like this and see where that gets you, you know? Or you can try to build your credit and, you know, do it the right way. Because, I mean, the shortcuts and the crap that, you know, people have been doing like for years on and on and on, and the way that the internet and YouTube has like made the information about this stuff explode. I mean, yeah, they're going to start changing the way they do things. They're going to close those gaps. They're going to close those loopholes. They're going to make it so it's harder because they don't want you doing that, obviously. So the only way to get around that, I'm telling you right now, the only way to get around that is you've got to act like you're really, you know, how someone who really is responsible would start out. They'd start out small. They would build it up gradually, you know, with credit line increases. They'd go from major banks. They'd get maybe like a store card from a major bank. I mean, think about it. That's what most people do. Actually, you know what you do? If you really want to know how, like, to build up your credit, the best thing you could do is ask somebody who you know has good credit and say, how did you start out? I mean, that is like the best thing. And if you emulate that, I'm sure it will happen for you. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things because chances are they started out with a small card, then they worked their way up. Now, having the knowledge of how to build a credit profile, that is going to be key because that will help you, you know, make the most of your time. Because some people, I mean, it has taken them like, you know, 15 years to build up a credit profile or their credit score versus to be able to do it if you're very efficient, 2 years is what it's going to take. I've been saying that for over a year now. I'm like, 2 years, it takes 2 years. So, I mean, like it or not, you can say I'm wrong. Hey, if I'm wrong, go ahead, leave it in the comments. Actually, you know what? Don't leave it in the comments because I know there's going to be somebody. I know how to do it. I know this. Just go ahead and I'll hook you up. Hit me up on my WhatsApp. It's like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? Everybody knows. They just want you to enter your credit card information or send them, you know, send me the money and I'm going to tell you the secret. It's like, yeah, right. So, I mean, with that being said, everybody don't worry. I mean, the My Jewelers thing, it really isn't that big of a deal as far as I'm concerned because I really never depended on those cards, on those crappy, you know, trash bank cards. I mean, that's basically how I can describe them. You know, they were just trash bank cards. I like Comenity. I like Synchrony. I like Citibank. I like Barclay. I like, you know, Bank of America. I like the real stuff, you know what I mean? Like the banks that like have the money and you can spend it and like not some BS jewelry. So, I mean, honestly, I just thought I'd let you guys know, it ain't nothing but a thing. You can still do it the Crusaders way. So if you're interested in doing that, you got to go ahead and join the Crusader crew and you can watch my credit profile build out. I'll show you step by step how to get it done. With that being said, I got to get going. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Crusader out.